Hi guys, greetings from Mexico. I have one of the few videos I do which are very intense and very deep and very, in a way, disturbing, because society is still dealing with this issue very much, and no one talks about it, and no one is willing to address it and point the finger at it to say, hey, you need help, or a place even to find help. It's like I have so many people, so many people reaching out to me and asking for help. But this is something which is very intense, and I want to explain the energetic and spiritual side of it, and also the dynamics again within the family. It's about incest. This is a video not for children. This is for adults only, please. Very important. Now, someone reached out to me and she said she's 20 years of age and her brother is 19 years old. And the brother got beaten up by their parents. Again, it's an abuse, okay? Abuse by the parents, that he gets hit, that he gets abused. So, of course, he is already disturbed. He needs help, he needs love, he needs a safe home. He doesn't have a safe home because the parents should provide safety. If you sleep with the parents, intimacy, like sexual, or they are violating your physical, emotional, and spiritual boundaries, that is called abuse, okay? And that's unhealthy, that is toxic, it's not okay, it's not love, okay? It's a codependency. So now she said that the brother really wants to sleep with her, and at first he said she doesn't need to sleep with him. He's in love with her and he's watching porn. And of course she's confused. As a sister, you love your brother. As a brother, you love your sister. But I'm not talking about sexual love, because watching porn is lust. It's not love, okay? Very important. So now she feels guilty. She feels like she has to look after him. She wants to support him. Yes, you can help him. Yes, you can support him. But not by sleeping with him, because you're giving into his lust, into his perception of what he wants, not what he needs, okay? Now he's at first said, okay, we don't need to sleep with each other, we just, you just help me to have an orgasm. And then she said it happened, of course, a lot of incest happened, especially during COVID, because people couldn't go out. And the problem is that people didn't have help, especially you have violence and domestic violence in the houses, within your homes, and you couldn't go out, you couldn't reach out to anyone. This is the negative side of COVID as well. So later onwards, he said, oh no, it's okay if we have intercourse, if we have sex, using a condom, using protection, and if both give consent. No, it's never okay to sleep with your brother, with your sister, nor your mother, nor your brother, your father, nor your uncle, a close relative. It's not okay. So then, of course, I mean, it's like someone who has an addiction. A person who has an addiction, let's say heroin addiction, he doesn't have the money, he will start going and stealing money, or he will steal and sell things to get money, or he will steal money from people he loves or cares about, and he will tell them, oh, I'm okay, I just need this, you can help me to give me some money to feel better. This is actually guilting someone to get something you want, but not because it's healthy, but because you are addicted, okay? Now there's another story which that person told me, and she said there was a husband, and after 5 years of marriage, the husband found his wife sleeping with the brother. And after that he did suicide because he was ashamed, he was feeling guilty, he felt he couldn't cope with it. Now there are again different layers. Why need people to get married? Because we have arranged marriages, especially in India, in some other countries as well, but it's not a must anymore. Because in the end of the day, you have to be happy with the person you're going to be with. So if your parents say you need to get married, in a way, yes, because they say you need to express your sexual desires, and when you get married, you'll have that. But at the same time, you should express your sexual desires with someone you love and you can trust, and doesn't mean your brother or your sister or mother or father, okay? Now, he did suicide, he killed himself because, of course, he didn't have anyone to reach out. He was ashamed, and you can't get out of this situation. But yes, you can get out of this situation. What can you do? You can leave the house, you can start working, you can start asking friends for help and move into your friend's place. If your brother or sister is, and I have noticed this, like all the people are reaching out to me, the males are actually pushing the females to have intercourse, even though the females don't want that. And that is also abuse, okay? That is actually rape, if you are being honest. But because it's the brother or the sister or the father or the uncle, people are scared to reach out and asking for help because they feel, oh, it's my family, I have to love them. No, you don't have to love anyone, and this is not love. This is abuse, okay? And it's not your duty to make your relation, like your sibling or father or relative, to make them happy. It's not your duty, okay? Now, what I noticed is, okay, what can you do? You can move out, you can start working, you can ask friends to stay with them for some time. Most important is have a boyfriend, have a girlfriend outside of the family, and stay away from the family members who abuse you. This is abuse, okay? It's not love. Very important. Yes, you can message me and say, oh no, I love my sister, I love my brother. I had a client, they had children together, and even they didn't go through the abortion, but the risk of having sick and disabled children is too high. And then the grandmother said they should move to a different village or city that no one will know them. But the problem is, if it's true love, why do you have to be ashamed of something if something is wrong? So that means you know it's wrong, you know this is not accepted, you know your children can get sick, and the worst part is you're creating a huge karmic problem. It's a huge karma you don't want for your siblings, you don't want for your children, okay? And more than creating karma, it doesn't matter if it's Muslim culture, a religion, or Hindu religion, or Catholics, or whatever religion it is, it doesn't matter. It creates really dark karma, and it is a form of black magic. Why? Because people who are addicted, who need help, who have trauma bonds, who have trauma, who have faced trauma, because parents have beaten them up, because parents are having addictions, emotional, physical, spiritual abuse, being very controlling. That is all toxic. That is all a form of dark magic, okay? Because you're sucking the energy from someone. Now, I made this video for you. If you watch this, being very honest with yourself. If your brother is asking you to sleep with him and saying, oh, you can help me to feel better, and you feel, oh, you're responsible for your brother, you want to make him happy, and in the first moment, he is happy if you sleep with him, which I don't suggest, please don't do it. You feel good because you helped him, and later on, you feel really drained, you feel sad, you feel guilty, you feel miserable, and he will come again and ask you to help him. This is not healthy. You're helping him. This is toxic, and this is dark magic, okay? That is really, this is a form of entity attachment onto your brother and sucking energy from you. This is, you can read the book, Celestine's Ninth Prophecy. He is explaining energy dynamics, how people take each other's energy it's called energy vampire, okay? So he's sucking your energy, you're feeling miserable, and you're getting codependent onto him, and you feel, oh, this is love. No, love doesn't pull energy. Love makes two people strong, being independent and being happy on their own. But then if they come together, they can create more vibrant energy. That is love. So incest is very toxic. It's dark magic because there are entities attached and they suck energy from another person, and it makes everyone miserable. And you have to live in secrecy, okay? So no, it's not okay. So the difference is, what is lust or love? And whomever I have spoken to, especially with incest, people always want me to expose them. But the question is, why, if sexual intimacy is something very holy, very sacred, because you're creating a baby, you're creating another human being, you don't have to. This is something very, 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 very holy. Why do you want me to tell a story, or why do you want to share your sexual stories to me? So I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know about it, only if I can help you. If you want help, you're most welcome to reach out, but then please do a session, because those energies are really dark and very dense and very toxic, that I really don't like to work with those energies. But I do those videos because there are people outside who need help, who don't know what to do. So again, I'm telling you, please leave that house, try to live with friends, start having a boyfriend or girlfriend, and most important is just stay away from that person, okay? And if there are some places, somewhere, institutions, then please go and ask for help, okay? So this is something I really wanted to explain. How can you solve it and release it? Look into past lives, look into karmic pattern, look into soul contracts that you can release them, sexual clearing, cord cutting, violet flame. It's very intense. You have to actually do a couple of things to clear your energy and to feel better and to feel good after that, because it creates really trauma bonds. You want to create a healthy, happy life. And if you had a lot of trauma in your childhood, you really need to heal and release that trauma. So I love you guys very much. Please, if you need help, you can reach out. If you don't want help, please don't. And most important is stop watching porn, because they have also a lot of dark magic. It's called tantric negative energies. And also please look into don't watch horror movies. That's also really important. Okay guys, have a wonderful good morning, good evening, good night. Bye.